So, I want to talk about this Nintendo Direct. There was no Smash Bros. Character revealed today, but I'll be prepared when Sakurai announces his character on October 5th. It will surely be a letdown of epic proportions. So, what did you think of today's showcase? To me, there were some highlights and some lowlights, but nothing too bad overall. I'll just say this right away. I have no interest in Bayonetta 3. I played the Bayonetta 1 demo and didn't buy the game. The same can be said for the Bayonetta 2 demo. It's just so over the top. Huge limbs fly across the screen, blood splatters all over the place, giant torture devices kill these enemies, this 8-foot-tall woman makes her clothes disappear, all these particle effects with so much going on. It's no wonder why it's taken so long for Bayonetta 3 to come out, because the studio barely made any money from the other two. It's not this huge franchise like Nintendo fanboys make it out to be. It's hard to believe Nintendo couldn't have anything else close the Direct. If I had to choose between playing Bayonetta 3 and that Disney game, I'll probably play the latter. On the flip side, that Kirby game actually looks fun. This game should have made for a nice surprise ending, and for some reason, they put it in the first 10 minutes. Kirby games are not necessarily in-depth, and this one might not be as well, but I'm surprised at how good this looks, and I'm glad they're actually making a top-down style game with large maps. I'm not really convinced that it's going to be a true open-world game, but it certainly looks like a great game for fans craving more Super Mario Odyssey, and I'm certainly one of them. Dying Light 2 is another nice surprise. We heard that the Switch is going to get the first Dying Light. Never played that game either, but it's always looked interesting to me. I've played Dead Island before, and Dying Light seems like it's the evolution of that. Dying Light 2 will follow Guardians of the Galaxy in cloud form. Metroid Dread is another game that looks gorgeous, but for some reason, it doesn't make me want to play it right away. I get flashbacks of Shadow Complex while watching trailers of the game, and while it's not bad at all to be compared to that game, Metroid Dread just doesn't seem like a game that's on top of a lot of people's lists among other games coming soon. I'm sure it's a very big game with a lot of content, but it doesn't really seem like that from the outside looking in to make me want to make that purchase right now, if you catch my drift. Triangle Strategy, I cannot believe they stuck with that name. Just baffling. Aside from that, it looks really engaging. There are many strategy RPGs right now on Switch, and this is actually looking to be the best looking. I have yet to finish Octopath Traveler, but I would not mind getting this on day one. Changing the camera angle, though, is the one big thing that will make the game much more enjoyable. Splatoon 3 might not be an instant purchase for me, but this trailer has me leaning more towards that direction with the introduction of new weapons and gameplay mechanics. Splatoon 2 had a demo, and it felt just like Splatoon 1, which is why I didn't buy it. But wow, Splatoon 3 has Hammond. After Blizzard laid off half of their tank players, maybe Splatoon can pick up the pieces, so to speak. I've heard nothing but good things about Disco Elysium. It's an RPG, but rather than fight enemies, you progress a story by making decisions and unlocking and using new skills. The visuals look very nice. While I'm on the subject, that Shadowrun trilogy also looks very good. In the list of things that didn't intrigue me, we add Nintendo Switch Online to it. It's here, everyone, the Virtual Console.
Virtual Console. Virtual Console. Virtual Console. Virtual Console.
That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name.
It's cool we have it, but most of these games are not ones that I want to go back to or try out. There are also many Sega Genesis games coming, but I've rather been eyeing the Sega Genesis Classics collection and want to get that when that's on sale. Oh, and the Trojan Bear's ready to strike any year now. That is pretty much all there is to discuss. Mario Party Superstars is shaping up to look fun, but not sure if that's something I want. ActRaiser Renaissance, I want to see more of. Voice of Cards, I'm not too sure about. Chocobo GP looks like a nice remake and a good attempt at cloning Mario Kart. Deltarune, whatever. The Mario movie, whatever. And Monster Hunter Rise expansion is something that doesn't intrigue me as I don't have the game. Overall, it was a grab bag of sorts. Square Enix still having a large pretense in these presentations.